What's up, guys? It's Carson Ware here with Alabama Fishing, and today I'm going to be doing a review on the Storm Arashi Silent Square Bill Crankbait. Um, just to get into the basics of this crankbait and what it is made specifically for, in my perspective, I think this is made for the winter time fishing when you can still use a crankbait. Because yes, there are times in the winter when you can almost never use a crankbait because the fish are so inactive. But this, as a silent runner, and the wobble that it has, is a perfect winter crankbait if you are looking to throw a winter crankbait. The wobble that it has, it's hard to explain. It's not like a swinging wobble like this, or like it's not a wiggle. It has a rolling action. So it's not gonna spook the fish going side to side. It's just wobbles just to give it a little bit of action, just to make it look lifelike. I mean, you don't want a crankbait that's just going straight through the water. So I think they did perfect on the wobble that they gave this, and that wobble is created by this awesome circuit board lip. I don't like the way this is put on there. Like, you can tell it's kind of cheaply put on there. I'll try to get my camera to focus in on that. There we go. You can tell it's kind of just like glued on there. I mean, it might be in there a little bit, but I guess the line tie, I forgot what it's called. It is called the self-tuning line tie. Sorry, I got the bait out of the camera. This self-tuning line tie really makes up for the bill. I think I would have broke that bill off a couple of times if it wasn't for that line tie, because I'll run this into rocks. But that circuit board lip is very strong. But you can see that line tie right there. And like I said, it don't have a side to side wobble or side to side action that most square bills do. It has more of a rolling action. So that way it don't spook the fish as much. It don't make as much noise, and well, actually, this is the silent runner. It don't displace as much water as most crankbaits do, but it still gives it a lifelike action, like you would want a normal crankbait to do. Like I was talking about, that self-tuning line tie, it helps with the crankbait stay true to its wobble, so you can almost run this at any speed, and you can bounce it off a brush, and it can turn upside down, but it'll turn back, and the wobble won't be messed up at all. So that is very convenient if you're trying to run in brush, or maybe you want to run a little bit faster during the summer. But I preferably don't use this during the summer. I do use it during the winter. You can use it in the summer. I've caught a pretty good fish on it in the summer, which this was the first one that I bought right here. I do have some rattling ones in my tackle box, but I wasn't going to get those out just because I am doing the silent running review. The paint job on this is not the best paint job. As you can see, it has hook rash right there, but that is expected. But like the Spro, it hardly gets hook rash. I don't know, the paint job on this is just ain't as strong. But they are not expensive crankbaits. They're $8.99 on Tackle Warehouse, which right now the prices, they have a sale going on, so they're $5.99. They're $3 off right now, 33% off. And so if you are looking for one, I'd go order one I'd go order a couple. And you can see the hook rash right there. It just don't have a very good paint. I mean, it has a good paint job. It's just that it's not very durable. I guess it's because of the clear coat that it has on it. It's not as thick as most coats. Like this right here. I know this is not an Arashi, but it's not like this coat. This is an Excalibur Crawl. That is that is the toughest coat you can get. I've had this crank for about over a year, and all I do is run it in rocks, and you can see I barely have any scratches. I have some on the back right there and one on the front. That's about it. But if I could complain about one major thing on this bait, it would be the paint job. Now, talking a little bit about the weight and the length and all that. This is the Silent Square Bill. Oh, sorry. Got them hooks stuck on my finger. This is the Silent Square Bill 03. So this one is 2 1/8 inch, weighs a half of an ounce, and comes standard with the number 4 VMC hooks. I can't say I don't like VMC hooks. I do like them. I would just rather have Gamakatsu hooks on them. I just trust them a lot more. I've never had any hookup, or I have, but I've had more hookups and lose them with the VMC hooks than I have Gamakatsu hooks. I don't know why that is. Maybe it's just the way I set the hook. I don't know. I just like Gamakatsu hooks better. And the Silent Square Bill 05 is 2 3/8 of an inch and weighs 5/8 of an ounce. It comes standard with number 2 VMC hooks and dives to a depth of 5 feet. And I forgot to tell you, I think the number 3 dives down to 3 feet. So whichever one you're looking for, the 05, which is 5 foot, and the 03 is 3 foot. I like that because, like Sprode, they don't have that. They don't have the choices in depth. They have a shallow, a medium, and a deep. This has 2 shallows. Or actually, I think Arashi only offers shallow cranks. Or I only think they offer shallow and deep. I don't really think they have a mid-range crank. No, I don't. Yeah, they do. Yeah, they do. But like I said, this is a very good bait. But I just don't like the paint on it. I don't like the hooks on it. That's about it. That's all I could complain about. And the bill a little bit. I mean, I hadn't had problems with this bill. I'm just saying it looks like it's kind of glued on there. I mean, we all have our own personal opinion. I hadn't broke one off yet. I'm sure I never will. It just looks like it's cheaply put on there. But Tackle Warehouse carries this bait and has a total of, well, I don't know how many colors I have. I'll count them real quick. 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 colors in this. Which Arashi is a fairly new company that is like getting big on the market. I wouldn't say it's a new company, but it's fairly new. Like, people are just now getting to really know Arashi as a good crankbait, as a good square bill crankbait. But yeah, that is a pretty good choice of colors for a fairly new crankbait on Tackle Warehouse. Now, what I would throw this on is a G Loomis cranking rod with a Lew's Tournament MG 6-3-1. I use a 6-3-1 because, like I said, I use this in the wintertime most of the time. Excuse me. I use this in the winter most of the time, so I don't want to be reeling it too fast to where it spooks the fish. I want to be able to get a steady retrieve so that it don't spook the fish if they're skittish. But yeah, if you are looking for a winter crankbait that dives down to around 5 feet and is a tremendous crankbait overall, you might want to buy. If you are going to buy one of these, I would buy 2. Or if you start to like these crankbaits, I would buy 2 because the paint wears out very quickly. I hadn't had this bait too long, and that's what it's already done. So if you are going to buy one and you like them, I would buy 2 in each color. But yeah, thanks for watching. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you have any suggestions, you can comment it or email us. Baldwin gave you the email addresses for both of us in the last video on the KVD square bill. But yeah, please hit that like button. comment. Love reading your suggestions on videos or ideas or anything. Hit that subscribe button. Thanks for watching and have a good day.